Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about what it means to be a Virgo Ascendant. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. If you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, the links to those will be down in the description box and the comments below. Okay, so this is looking at your chart as if there are no planets, just seeing the signs through the houses. So Virgo. Alright. Virgo is the original sign of the 6th house. It's now in the 1st house of your body. So, one thing you'll see as a Virgo Ascendant is you'll have health issues. Especially early in life. Until you enter your early 30s. Definitely health issues, accidents. Also, you'll have to deal with enemies. Because Virgo is the original sign of the 6th house of enemies. But also, you'll be very good at service work. One thing I've seen is most president's charts that I've looked at have been Virgo Ascendants, actually. That karma to serve society. So, you can serve from a position of power, too. Also, Virgo is the original sign where Mercury is exalted. So, Virgo people are very intelligent. Very good at being analytical. But also, you can have OCD. Because the constellation tied to obsessive compulsive personality disorder or obsessive compulsive disorder is in the sign of Virgo. So that's one thing you could see as a Virgo Ascendant. Now, let's talk about your 2nd house. So, 2nd house is Libra. Alright, so the Libra is the original sign of the 7th house. It's now in the 2nd house. So, one thing you see as a Virgo Ascendant is you have a very unbalanced relationship with your family. You're always trying to balance that. Also, you're always trying to balance your finances, your savings. Always struggling with that. Always having to be on top of it and managing it. You're a Virgo Ascendant. You're smart enough to deal with it. But you gotta deal with it. Now, when it comes to, your communication, your speech, it can be very creative. It can be very eloquent. Because Venus originally rules the sign of Libra. Venus is the diplomat. So you can be very diplomatic with your speech. Now, when it comes to, earnings, your earnings can come through business. Because Libra is the original sign of the 7th house of business. When it comes to relationships and marriage, you want a partner who can help you earn money. Also, a partner who will feel like a part of your family. Not everybody gets that. Some people get a partner that, feels completely disconnected from their family, has no interest in their family. But for you, you'd want them to be a part of the family. Also, you'd really value your spouse as a Virgo Ascendant. Now, Scorpio becomes your 3rd house. So, a Virgo person tends to communicate a lot of secret information. Scorpio is a sign of secrecy. It's now in the 3rd house of communication. There can be a lot of secrets between you and your younger sibling or younger siblings. But you will see younger sibling could have some psychological issues. Deal with a lot of sun ups and downs. You can feel this disconnect with your younger sibling. Also, there can be a lot of sun ups and downs with your like if you have a media presence, there could be issues with that. There could be a major transformation with your skills at some point in life. Also, you could have to travel to a lot of places very suddenly. Now, your fourth house becomes Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius is a sign of the teacher, the mentor, the guru. So, your mother would be like that for you in your life. Also, it's the original sign of father. So, this shows that your mother could be like a father figure. Could, be the one that wears the pants or is in control of the household, really. Your mother would be highly intelligent because Sagittarius is the original sign ruled by Jupiter. Mother could be off traveling a lot, going on like pilgrimages. Mother could even be from a foreign place, a far off place. Mother could be very religious. Also, you could have a home in a far off place. You could live far away from where you were born with this. Now, your fifth house becomes Capricorn. So, Capricorn's the original sign of the 10th house of career. So, your career could involve education, children. As a matter of fact, my grandmother was a Virgo Ascendant, and she was a high school teacher. But also, your career could be very creative, because fifth house is a sign of creativity. You could find status through education. Through your students, you could gain status, because Capricorn is a sign of status. Now, your sixth house becomes Aquarius. So, once again, what do we see with this? Health issues. With Aquarius being here, you'll notice, a Virgo Ascendant person deals with a lot of health issues. Now, why is Aquarius showing health issues too? Well, one thing you see with this is, as a Virgo Ascendant person, you'll have obstacles in getting your health diagnosed. You'll have to go to lots of different doctors just to find out what's going on. Like, it's going to take like more than 10 to find out what the hell is wrong with you. Also, Aquarius is the original sign of society, large gatherings. So you could have a lot of enemies as a Virgo Ascendant person. But your hopes, wishes, and desires could be fulfilled through competition, through pets, through service, through your maternal aunts and uncles. Sixth house is all these things. And Aquarius is hopes, wishes, and desires. So you could also work with animals as a Virgo Ascendant person. That's something that can be very common too. And in healthcare. Because Aquarius is the original sign of gain. You could gain through these sixth house means. You could gain through taking on debt. But also, elder sibling could become an enemy. Your friends can become enemies. Because sixth house is the original sign of enemies. And Aquarius is the original house of enemies. And Aquarius is the original sign of the 11th house of elder sibling and friends. Now, your 7th house becomes Pisces. So, your spouse could be from a foreign land. Or spouse could be very spiritual. Also, this depends on the constellation you have, but half of Pisces is made up of this constellation, so I'll say it anyways. Your spouse could be taller than you. Even if they're a woman and you're a man, the spouse could be taller than you. But spouse would be kind of lost. Spouse would be very imaginative, could be very spiritual, always kind of in their own little world, in oblivion. Spouse could deal with addiction issues, though. That is one thing you could see with this, on the negative side. But that would depend on planetary placement to really see. But through business, there can be losses. So you need to be careful the kind of business partner that you take on. If you do business, it could be tied to spirituality. It could be tied to anything involving like shipping, seafaring, because Pisces is tied to the ocean. Also, you could do business with foreigners and foreign lands. Now, your 8th house becomes Aries. So, Aries is a sign of sun up, or is a sign of the first house of health. And it's now in the 8th house of sun ups and downs. So once again, sun ups and downs in your health as a Virgo Ascendant. Also, 8th house is tied to surgeries. Aries is a sign of the body. So at some point in life, you will need a surgery. At some point, your life will go through a major transformation. Because Aries, the sign of self, is now in the 8th house of transformation. You feel most yourself when you're doing research, when you're dealing with the occult, hidden information, in married life. Because Aries is a sign of self. You get to know yourself through these experiences. Also, your in-laws could be very physically active, because Aries is a sign of the physical body. Now, your 9th house becomes Taurus. So, you could earn money, once again, through teaching, because Taurus is the original sign of earnings, and it's now in that 9th house. You would really value your teachers, your mentors, your gurus, your education, your father figures, or your biological father. Your speech. Could carry a lot of wisdom, being in the 9th house. But you would also really value long distance travel, religion, philosophy, the law. And once again, you can earn money through all these sources. So a Virgo Ascendant person, you can also see, could be in a legal profession. Because Aquarius is a sign of gains in the 6th house of court cases. And the sign of earnings is in the 9th house of the law. Also, your family could be living far away from you. Because Sagittarius, or 9th house, is far off places. And Taurus is the sign of the 2nd house of family. So family could live far from you. Now, your 10th house becomes Gemini. So, Gemini is a sign of duality. One thing you'll see with your career is you might have 2 different jobs. Because of that duality. There could be 2 different jobs that you do in life. For your money, for what you do in society. Your managers and bosses could have anger issues. You could have to communicate a lot for your career. It's another thing you'll see. You could work with your younger sibling. Remember, once again, I said there could be sudden ups and downs with your younger sibling. Major issues there. So be careful if you do that. Let's see. What else? You have to do a lot of short distance travel on behalf of your career as well. Because Gemini is the original sign of the third house. Now, your 11th house becomes Cancer. So, Cancer is the original sign of the fourth house. This shows you feel your emotional connection with your elder sibling, especially the immediate elder sibling, and with your friends. That's where you feel emotionally connected. Your comfort and your happiness comes through your elder sibling and your friends. But also you could gain a lot through real estate with this. Because Cancer is the original sign of the fourth house of real estate. Home, land, vehicles. So you could gain through these sources. Also, Mother will help you fulfill your hopes, wishes, and desires. Because Cancer is the original sign of Mother. It's now in the 11th house of gain. And hopes, wishes, and desires. But yeah. Also, you could be involved with a large organization from your homeland. Could be a real estate organization or something like that. But yeah, especially gaining a lot through property and through vehicles as a Virgo Ascendant. Now, Leo goes into your 12th house. So, your children could be very spiritual because Leo's the original sign of the 5th house of children. It's now in the 12th house. Children could live in foreign lands and far off places from you, especially, as they get older. Also, you could invest a lot in like foreign stocks because Leo's the original sign of speculative gains. 12th house is the house of investing. So you can invest in like foreign stock markets, for instance. You could have losses on account of your children. Maybe children spend a lot of money. But you could have very romantic experiences when you travel to foreign lands. Because Leo is romance. Your education could take place in foreign lands. Also, this makes a Virgo Ascendant person very creative. Because the sign of creativity is now in the 12th house of imagination. But yeah. That's what I have for you, though, Virgo. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. If you'd like to donate to help support the channel or get a personal reading, the links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one.